Alright, vintage story. So I think last time I left off at a point where a temporal storm was coming, so this might not go in a way that's particularly interesting. Especially since I am actually not sure exactly what I was planning to do. So this will kind of be just a slow vibey kind of situation to see what comes of it. We'll see whether or not this is a long adventure or a short adventure. First thing I'm going to do is peek my head out here, see if there's any archers, because I know they like to hang out around here in the morning. Seems okay. Alright. So let's see what we can get done before this temporal storm hits. Let's check on everything, see what's going on. I've got lime water, strong tannin, weak tannin with hides in it that are sealed for another couple days. Got my knife. Got a couple oak logs. Alright, nothing to do up here. Looks like stuff is still soaking. I've got no food in the cookpot. And I've got my mash fresh for 2 days. And I think it says there's mash in here. Is that what it says? Release the screw first to add or remove. Alright, let us release the screw. I did have a little bit of mash, okay. So let us try taking this and shift add, control add. Can I add stuff in here? No. Okay, that's fine. I believe my goal is, if I have nothing necessarily to accomplish, that I should pick stuff up off the ground. Like this stuff. If it's growing, I'll leave it. If it's mature, I'll steal it. Except for some of these berries. So I want to leave them and just kind of like have them all at once. I'm going to be looking for these guys. Growing onions growing, we'll leave them. And I should also be looking at these rocks. This one's kind of far away, so I will take this one. And the whole bush itself. Hold on a second. These look like they're pruned. Did I prune these? I'll leave them be then. Some mature flax. That's good, that's good. I should take that. Growing flax. A big old hole in the ground. With granite. And see, this is what I mean. This is like so flowery. It's so many colors in the fall. It's kind of nice. Just look out into the wilderness. But since I've made my way over here, let's take a look. So I have nothing in the pit kiln. That's something that I can start doing to make some more things. Maybe some crock pots or something. These are still growing, and oh wow, look at that. My inventory is surprisingly full of stuff. So let's put these seeds in here. I kind of ran out of space for seeds. Interesting. Well, maybe I can harvest some of these once I plant a cranberry bush and put my flax away. I'm kind of just taking it slow because they did say there is a temporal storm coming, and I don't really know realistically what I can get done in that time. So I'm just gonna hang out and exist for the time being. Little que sera situation. I don't think any of these are mature. I don't recognize them by their stage by looking at them. So I got 9 out of that, and I think that's way more than what I harvested. So this is 4 and 7. See, I got more than what I used, which is kind of nice. It'll be good for next season. So none of that is mature. These are. This is. And I can't pick this up anymore. That's no good. Because I definitely want those. So let me put this on the ground and pick up those seeds. Alright, seems good. Now, I don't think I can really grow anything in September. But I've got lots of nitrogen in here. So let's see. Do I have any plants that take nitrogen? Turnips. Only turnips. Alright, that's fine. Let's go ahead and see if we can get some of these then. These guys are all still growing. Yes, sirree. So I'll put the rest of the seeds away. That's a lot of carrots. That's good for me. Don't think I have room for my low fertility soil. Where did that soil come from? Ah, so much of it. I should compact it. In fact, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pull it onto my bar, just kind of keep it in my pocket. But before I do that, I'm gonna make sure these little guys get some water. So I don't know if 75% is enough moisture to keep things kind of like happy. Maybe it is. Maybe I don't need to keep it at 100. So I can imagine once you have a lot of these fields, it's going to get like way crazier to deal with watering it. Maybe there's sprinklers. Maybe there's sprinklers that I don't know about. It seems like it'd be a full-time job just watering all your plants. Alright, place that down. Now before I compact my dirt, I'm going to wander in this direction. See if anything's fallen in here. Nope. Going to check on this plant. Very nice. Lots of mature carrots here. Leave the growing ones. This is where I found my meteor or iron. I haven't forgotten about it. And we've got some bushes here with a marked mushroom, but I don't see any mushrooms, so continuing on my way. What I want to do is check on these traps. Looks like there's... Oh, look at that. There's a little bunny investigating the far left trap. And there he goes. That's quite funny to see that happen in person. Alright, so we know that we have a friend here. The next thing I was going to think about was if I wanted to keep that one. So I'm thinking I should start keeping them. If only because I can think of a reason to not keep them. So I'm gonna, now that I've checked that, I probably should have done this first, but I'm gonna put my inventory away so that I can pick that basket reed up. I'm gonna put somewhere to put that thing, basically, keep it somewhere safe. I guess I could just dump it in there. I can put it in there for now. But I might want to use it for something chasing me, so that's probably not a good idea. let's make our way over here. The rabbit will be alive for 24 hours, so it should be fine for a little bit. So, come in here. Make my way down into this area to get rid of grain. And there we go. So many carrots. Anything else? I do have some berries, some cranberries. All right. And now, I didn't really want to do this quite yet, but my inventory is struggling, so let's get it underway, I suppose. What's going on here? Why is this not cooperating? All right, there we go. So I got 2 left of this and lots of packed dirt. Let's get it all divvied up into its new formation. Perfect. And I think I'm going to, really need somewhere to put these. Hang on, I'm going to start squeaking in a second. I'm going to borrow one of my bushes, I believe, so I don't have to listen to the squeak. Which one was it? This one. All right. So, where should I keep? I think the rabbits are like scared of me, so I should probably put it a little ways away, maybe like right here. So let me harvest this grass out of the way. Clear it up. Am I on... trim grass. Roof grass. I felt like I was on a different mode. The little icon appearing in the top of my screen. Okay, that's probably big enough for now, right? You can expand it if need be. So what I'm thinking is that they need to be kept safe from the bears that like to visit. So just kind of a small enclosure. Like this. And then I'll put like a door right here and then maybe like a fence. So let's think about this. Fence. Sticks and boards. Can the boards be used for anything? Okay, so fences and gates. Alright, that'll have to do, I suppose. So let's take our boards, because I didn't need that many. Let's take all of our sticks, because I'm going to need more sticks than this. And I've already forgotten. So this is the gate. Okay, so we'll do that first. I need at least one of those. And then the fence. That's what I did wrong. Okay. Nice. 8. Okay. Put this in my inventory, I guess. And let's see how much this gets me. So I do need the gate first. So let's say door here, gate here, and then fence. Okay. And then the fence is going to need to continue, I think, to be a little bit higher. Okay, I do need a block here. It's fine. Yes, so I will require a few more sticks in my life. I suppose I can just grab one from here. But I do have a big whole box full of these. So let's grab those. Head on back. I've already forgotten what I need to kind of make the fences, so I'm gonna have to look it up again. I can't believe I'm hungry like, already. My character is just, it's hard work both putting a fence up, I guess. Let's see. Can I do this without looking it up? Wonderful. Okay. So let's grab all those. And let's continue. That doesn't look right. All right. Let's try again. How do I do a corner block? Oh, this is a gate. Oh, I made gates. Oh no, I'm so silly. All right. Okay, let me get food. I should have looked it up. I should have been paying attention. Just get rid of that for a moment. And eat. A light temporal storm is imminent. Do you want to eat these? Alright, fence. Let's try to at least... I wonder if I can break these. It's too bad. That's what impatience does to someone. And you know, I'm just gonna put these down so I don't have to deal with them. Let's get some more sticks now that I've wasted some of them. And make sure that I look this up. So I want a regular fence, which means the sticks go in the middle. The boards go on the outside. Alright, here comes the storm. Let's get myself in here. So hopefully this doesn't take too long. What can I do while I'm in here? So this says 300 units of copper. And there's some nuggets here. I should probably restock these. So I have 2 flint axes, a copper pickaxe, and a hammer. That's good. And some spears. Which of these do I not need on me right now? That. This is... Oh, why am I not placing this properly? There it goes. Okay. So I'm just going to do some inventory while I'm waiting the storm out. Thinking about what I need or don't need. Stuff that I can hang on the wall here. I do like having all the tools with me in some capacity. Yeah, let's see. Can I break the fence with the saw? No. Drops when broken. Burn duration. Okay, so I can use it as kindling if I want. I might just find a home for it. Chest. That's another good thing. I should get some chests. Some boards and nails. So I could make some nails by reheating this and putting it in the ingot mold. I don't know if I should light that on fire necessarily quite yet. So what do I got here? Lots of fences. I think this is more than enough fence. So I'll save these boards for the chests. I will need a door. Probably not that big of a door. So we'll get a door on the rabbit enclosure. Put up the fences. I've got lots of gates, so... Maybe what I can do is put a gate in the pit instead of a block. Hopefully that'll work. And I don't have to break that block every time I go into the pit. Slanted sod roof. Anything else? Oh, I should get one of these. I think I already have one. For some reason, I recall making one of these. Because there's no harm in having two. May as well do something while I'm in here. Alright, so I've got my fences, got my trowel, I got my door. I am ready to make some rabbit stuff. Should I put my dry grass into hay? A hen box. Interesting. Okay. Gotta remember that. Strewn straw. Ah, it's kind of interesting. That could be for like an interesting ground in the rabbit enclosure. However, I compacted all my soil. So, are you guys ready to go home yet? Because I would like to do more stuff. What can I do with bones? Occupy myself with that. Call mounts to you that you've claimed ownership over. I do not have an elk. I have not even seen an elk. I do not need them for this, that's correct. I am unable to check on this currently, but I imagine it's not dry yet. Either way, I still need the leather, so not a big deal. Into bone meal. What is the bone meal for? Terra preta. That seems quite good. Okay, so compost, bone meal, and charcoal. I get the compost from putting rot into a barrel. Okay. So I should use the barrel that's outside this place to put some of the rot into there to start becoming compost. Bone meal I can grind at any time, I assume. The charcoal. Okay, so is a good reason to continue to put wood into the charcoal pit. I have not been good about keeping up on that. And in fact, I no longer even have a little stack of charcoal in here. Oh, there it goes. The temporal storm is waning. So these guys will go home soon. I'll be able to get a meal into my little guy's stomach. We'll build the rest of the fence. And then I will deposit a very scared rabbit into whatever I wound up building. That is the plan. Look at my sanity meter. Wow. This little gears spinning right along. Fortunately, I think I'm going to start squeaking. Yep, there it goes. So I think I don't need the hammer. Put that here for now. I won't need the axe right away. And I won't use the scythe. I'm actually going to put it down there so I can see it a bit better. Same as the pickaxe. I want to... maybe I'll put them together. Alright. Everybody is gone. Let's open the door. What am I stuck on? Nobody here to hurt me. Very good. Let us... What happened? There it is. Let's eat this. Alright, it's getting dark, unfortunately. Didn't realize that was going to take the entire day. So, let's put some stuff away. Sticks and dry grass is not here. Interesting. really need to make the chest, because my inventory, gosh. Alright, make sure I got the right thing on here. Let's finish this lickety-split. That is the incorrect spot. You know what, it's fine, I'll leave it for now. Too high. And block. Okay. So these are too high. I don't know if they need to be 3 high. I also don't know if I need this to be 2 high, but I will solve that problem by having a door. And we'll make this something like this. Perhaps will work. Oh, look at that. Hello, friend. I don't actually have a weapon on me, so if you could not exist, that'd be preferable. Alright, that rabbit might need to wait for the morning. Let's put our boards away. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the rest of the stuff. Because I do also need to have a slot for my basket to go. Perhaps this one. Alright, that'll work. And that'll let us pick it up. Alright, so let me think about this. I will eat the red currants. Perhaps. Maybe I will cook these, actually. I think that's a better option. I'm going to cook these because they're not going to last for my leather to be ready, so I'll have to get more bushmeat either way. So we'll cook these guys. Ignite. And then let's think. We can check on our stave here. 70% dried. Very nice. Another whole day for the barrel. So yeah, this is longer than the bushmeat would have lasted. So we will eat it all up. And while it's cooking, let us look at what we can learn about this rabbit that we're going to put into a cage. So enclose them in a fenced area. So I've done that. I built the fence up. Catch them with a crate trap. It's currently in the trap. You will put the trough in. I don't know if we're going to put any food in it yet. Sounds like this is possibly only for baiting them. Feeding animals will make them produce offspring and prevent them from losing weight during the winter. Interesting. Okay, so if I don't want it to lose weight in the winter, I gotta feed it. But it won't necessarily die, is what I'm reading from that. Chickens require a hen box. I don't have any chickens. Feeding animals will make them produce offspring and prevent them from losing weight. They only require a pair to be given enough food and time. I feel like this is the exact same thing I just read. Okay. Domestication. 3rd generation. Okay, that's not relevant to me. Dairy farming and beekeeping. Yeah, so nothing too much more to learn from that. Let's put this meat into my face. Oh, I've run out of heat by the looks of it, but I think they should still be good for cooking all of this. It's cooling off fast. In the meantime, I will hop into this hay bed because I think that is good timing wise. $3.30. This should be cooked up. Yeah, it didn't quite have enough. So put that in there. Light it again. Eat it. And I do kind of want to save this firewood because I don't think we'll need it. So I'm gonna yoink it. Put it back on the ground. Perfect. Alright, so 4:30. Lots of friends outside still. One more day left for the barrel. Unfortunately, I will have to get more bushmeat because I just ate it all. So it's going to expire. Let's see. How have I been doing with my collection? Oh, yeah, I see. I did have a, I did have a draw. That's okay. So I'm gonna start splitting these up. Now that I know I will have lots of these, so this will be like the carrot box, and maybe this one will be the turnip box. And I'll just slowly divvy them up as stuff happens. These are still good for a little bit. Deal with them as they come. Fresh for 1 day on the mash, unfortunate. What about these guys? Is this also? Yes, fresh for 1 day. Don't think I can combine these. Nope. So what is this? Cranberry mash. Let's see if I can't start getting cranberry mash going. So this is 4.5 liters. Almost 5:30. Still making noises, so let's go ahead and... I don't know if this is a good idea, but we'll do it. Fresh for 27 days. Did I get mash? 1 whole mash. Maybe I can... Oh, this isn't even... What is this? What did I do? Wet cranberry mash. Dry cranberry mash. Oh. What's the difference? Can I compress it? So I think I don't fully understand the dynamics around the juice. Mash produces... Okay, so it's draining down. And it still says wet. All right, I'm just going to leave that down there for now because I don't know what's going on with it. I'm going to go acquire a rabbit friend. I'm being shot at. And there's a friend, of course. Well, before I get the rabbit friend, then I must get a spear because I don't currently have a bow. Alright. Maybe they will leave. They will no longer be here. Alright, it appears they've left. So let me open these in anticipation of bringing our little guy. I guess it was actually, I guess that wasn't a guy rabbit, right? Either way, let's do that. Let's go get him. Let's put him in there, see if it all works out. And if it does, I think that will be a successful round of doing things this time. As long as it's not dead. I don't think it's been 24 hours yet. Alright, let's take a look. Contains a frightened rabbit. So let's pick it up. And it said it had a few more hours to live. So we kind of timed that in a good way. Oh, am I hungry again? It appears so. Anything on the berry bush? Conveniently ran past some berries that time. Alright, I will close this door, close the gate. Let's see if this gets away from us. Alright, it seems like it can jump quite high, so... Let me think about this. Wooden fence. Nope, it's not good. Let's put it here, and I will do the jumping. It is looking like it might be okay, but just to be safe. I'll have to do this a little bit better. One more row here. I don't know if I need these, but it seems to be helping. Oh, famous last words right there. What about, here we go. Okay. All right, that seems like it's good. Let me punch these fences. It seems the block that I put in there was acting as a way for them to get up on the little lip. All right. Punch this last fence. Dig up my rammed earth. There we go. So he doesn't seem to be able to get out of the gate, which is nice. Maybe I should have just built the entire thing out of gates. He's freaking out. And we'll just leave him in there and see if they ever escape. Funny stuff. All right. So let me think about this real quick. I think that's kind of where I wanted to leave it. I do want to perhaps replant that trap before we call it super good. So Let's get our trap back. Let's put our basket on. Let's get a carrot. I don't know if there's one ready. I think I harvested them all. Oh, there is one. How convenient. But we'll put it back in there. It's probably not good for the soil, but it's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replant the trap. We're going to put the carrot in it. I'm going to come back to the base. And then I'm going to set up the ingots that we were talking about during the temporal storm. And kind of prepare for making... There's a tiny carcass here. It's interesting. Prepare for making... What was I going to say? The nails for a chest. Alright. That's good. This one's good. like the way I run with this chisel. Looks like I'm holding a dagger. Alright. Small bones. I guess I can be where these go. This is the rod that I might put in this bucket. Can I just do this? That doesn't appear to do anything, but it can stay in there for a little bit. We have one ingot here and a couple of ingots ready to be poured. So let us light this guy. And it won't be enough to reheat it, I think. So we'll just put 2 more in there. Get this ready to go. And the reason I need a chest is to get rid of my inventory stuff. That is, like, I don't even know what to do with these. I can't stock them. If I put them on the ground, they're just gonna be placed. Although I suppose I could use them as like a perimeter. Anyways, we'll do that. We'll pour these. We'll call it good. And then I'll finish refilling this so I can get more charcoal. And perhaps I will use the scythe and kind of clear out some of the plant life around us. So chopping wood. Oh wow, look at all these berries. Chopping wood, mowing the grass, getting ingots ready. I would call that kind of successful. So this says it's molten. Can I grab it as is and pour it? Let's find out. Beautiful. So I think that's it. I might just pour the rest in here. I'll put this guy on the fire for next time. We will put this here for next time. Gosh, so many things. Okay, so next time, nails, wood, dry grass, maybe figure out some more berry stuff. Maybe even pick the berries. And we will end it there with me putting these carrots into the other stack of carrots. See you next time.